Hi, I'm Shelley Bin, and this is Raiden. We met on day 2 of our Appalachian Trail through hike and ended up hiking the whole thing together. Now we're in New Zealand. We just got married and we're off to explore the country together, hiking and tramping using mostly gear I made for us. Subscribe to come along with us as we explore the great outdoors. Hi guys, Shelley Bin here. It is a Wednesday morning in beautiful Kahurangi National Park, and Raiden and I are just setting off on a 3-day 2-night trip. It's a little bit cooler up here than we originally expected. This trip will take us through the Mount Arthur area as well as over to Peel Ridge. Some really interesting looking huts and geological features on the way, so I'm pretty excited about that. This is the first multi-day trip we've been out on in quite a little while now, so pretty excited about that too. The wind is a little cooler than I was expecting, but we've got plenty of warm gear in our bags, as well as our tent if we need it, and we're ready to go. Here's Mount Arthur Hut, our first stopping point. Good old COVID QR code here. Nice little cozy hut. I think this one's fairly popular with families, as it's not very far up the hill to get to it. But we've just set up on the picnic table outside. Said 5.9 k's, this one says 7 k's. Well, hope the one that says 5.9 k's is right. Time to head up. Beautiful open terrain. The wind is a bit chilly. Decision time. So, an hour's walk that way to the summit, or we go that way through Horseshoe Basin towards Gordon's Pyramid. Summit of Mount Arthur, then come back to here. We've reached our stopping point on the way to the summit of Mount Arthur. We can see where the trail goes most of the way, but it looks like there's snow pretty much on the trail the whole rest of the way to the summit. Soft, slushy snow, so it's quite slippery. And we're gonna leave it for now. We'll head back the way we came and head over to Gordon's Pyramid, and then hopefully come back later in the summer for a summit trip. So we're back at the junction again now. There's the snowy summit that we didn't reach, and now we're heading this way towards Gordon's Pyramid, over to Salisbury Lodge, and then down to Balloon Hut. terrain through here is kind of crazy. There's all sorts of weird holes and ridges and stuff. I think I went down the shooty bit. You just like giving it a hug. It's a good spot straight down for your right foot. We're at the summit, Gordon's Pyramid. About another hour to go to Salisbury Lodge, which see down there, I think. Alright, follow the ocean out that way. These must be the potholes. Walking on really slopey grass here. There's Sphinx Rock. The sign says he hasn't much resembled a sphinx since 1929 when an earthquake shook off his head. This last section of trail from that cave has been all sorts of variable swampiness. Overgrown, difficult to see your feet, all sorts of squishy, but the hut there. I didn't record any sort of summary at the end of the day, but we ended up stopping at Salisbury Lodge instead of continuing on to Balloon Hut, because it was getting a little later in the day, and with an early start we'd be able to make the distance tomorrow. Salisbury Lodge was big and comfortable, and it had an awesome fireplace and a great view. The sunset wasn't very exciting, but the moon was so big and bright. Good morning. It's about 20 past 9 and we're just getting going for today. When we woke up this morning it was really foggy right into the hut. You couldn't even see anything out the windows, but it's cleared up quite nicely now that the sun's up, and we're looking forward to getting up on the ridge and looking down into the Cobb Valley today. So from here we're headed that way into Balloon Hut, and then from Balloon Hut up to Lake Peel, and then from there up onto the ridge we should be able to see down the Cobb Valley, and then circling back over that way a little bit somewhere for the night tonight. So that didn't last long. And pretty much as soon as we started walking my knee started hurting, so we've taken the sensible option and we're walking the short way today. It probably means we'll just end up walking out tonight instead of staying out another night, because we'll end up getting to our campsite pretty early. we'll just see how it goes. This track is pretty beautiful at the moment. I thought I'd take a short walk up this way to check out the rock shelter, or the dry rock camp. This is the Gridiron Rock Shelter. Pretty cool, just a platform in under the rock with some mattresses. Here we are coming up to Flora Hut. So we're just coming now back to the car park, back to the car. This trip's ended up being, quite a bit shorter than we originally anticipated, but I definitely think that we made the right decision this morning after my knee started hurting to come out the easy way rather than introducing more elevation. This was Raiden's first multi-day trip with his new backpack, and I think it went fairly well. This was my second one. And you can probably hear my bag. Something's moving around in there. But otherwise, I've been really happy with the way it carries. With COVID spreading through New Zealand the way it is right now, I think it's going to get harder and harder to spend time in huts, as the transmission risk of sleeping in shared bunk rooms and things like that. But we have our tent, and we don't have any issue with using our tent, so I think this summer we'll be doing quite a lot more tent trips and less hut trips as time goes on. That also gives us the freedom to visit some more unique spots that are a little bit out of the way. It's probably only another about a 10-minute walk from where we are back to the car, and it's about an hour and a half's drive from here back to our house in Nelson. So we should be home early afternoon, and that gives us the rest of the time to chill out and work on more gear, I guess.